morning, everybody, and welcome to another Sunday morning vlog.
I hate when Dale makes me laugh just as we're doing our intro.
All I wanted her to do was hit my hand, but she couldn't do it. Something was.
I need a clue what the man is talking about.
Yeah. Today we have a very, very special video. This is by request by a lot of people. We have been to many, many steakhouses in this town, but what are our favorites?
And I thought that was an absolutely wonderful, tasty idea.
Exactly. Let me just preface this with, we're not rich. And we cannot afford to go to the best steakhouses in Las Vegas. So we are going to show you the ones that we like.
And that we've been to more than once and that we would recommend that you go to.
Yeah, and I hope that you understand that we understand that there are better steakhouses probably in Las Vegas.
And there are cheaper steakhouses too.
And cheaper ones too. All right, so get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
It's barely 4 miles from Delano to the Golden Steer, just off the Sahara and Las Vegas Blvd intersection in the Frisco Plaza. But wow, are you stepping back more than 6 decades in Las Vegas history when you come here? The Golden Steer in this little plaza is the oldest steakhouse in town, opening back in 1958. It has been recognized as having the best steaks on earth by no less than Bon Appetit magazine. I don't know about you, but we are so ready. Let's do this. The main entrance and the bar area were in fact originally the back of the house. In the 1970s, with the addition of adjacent store properties, this Victorian-style bar was added. Step into what used to be the dining room and you come face to face with Vegas legends who made themselves at home here. The Rat Pack, Frank, Dean, and Sammy. John Wayne, Joe DiMaggio and his wife Marilyn Monroe. Their alter egos are maintaining social distancing nowadays and adding to the ambiance of the place. Now this is the Mob Room, and we are here for it. Check out this wallpaper, and just as the name implies, famous mobsters had their steaks right here. This room had the famous escape door, a trap door where the Rat Pack and the mobsters would enter and exit the restaurant from the rear. We just love it, and let me tell you, Paula said she had chills during this entire story. The banquet room was the location of the original entry door and bar. Now you can rent it for occasions and be served by staff who have been there for 35 and 40 years. Into the main dining room and more history. All the booths have their original framing, although they've been recovered over the years. Back in the corner is Elvis's favorite booth, and right next to that we were seated in Joe DiMaggio's. Our wonderful host, Hugh, walked us through the entire restaurant and told us the tales of the stars in the Golden Steer. And over here, this one was for Muhammad Ali. All right, let's talk food. The steaks are USDA prime, aged and hand-butchered on site. Looking at the menu, I was absolutely positive they were going to set one of those down right in front of me.
Well, hello there, Dale. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm at the Golden Steer.
You're where?
This place is amazing. I've lived here so long and I've always wanted to come in this place. I had no idea what it looked like in here.
We are dazzled, you guys. Dazzled by the Golden Steer.
We are sitting next to Elvis Presley's booth, and there's a Elvis Presley look-alike sitting in that booth smoking a cigar.
Hey guys, we just posted a post on Instagram and we teased that Elvis was sitting in the next booth. There's the proof. Hey, we have our dinner on order. Dale got a beautiful filet mignon and I got veal because it's something I never get And we got Lyonnaise potatoes and broccoli. Can't wait to show it to you. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, let me go through it for you. I ordered veal parmesan, and it comes with a couple of mozzarella stuffed raviolis. Yum. We have some steamed broccoli here. These Lyonnaise potatoes are made with some caramelized onions. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to try those. And look at this gorgeous 12-ounce filet Dale got with maitre d' butter. We need to eat dinner right now.
This was an amazing experience.
One of the best I've ever had in Las Vegas, especially for people like us that love old historic Las Vegas.
From the service to the food to the atmosphere, this place really gets 2 thumbs up from me.
Absolutely. Honestly, you guys, if you ever have an opportunity to have dinner at the Golden Steer, don't pass it up.
I have a vision. I have a vision of me standing underneath that rustic sign that says Bob Taylor's Ranch House, and it's dark. I don't know. I have a vision. We are in North Las Vegas right now. We are going to continue our Western Grub video here at Bob's Ranch House. This place has been here around since 1955, I think. Elvis Presley used to come here with him and his cohorts. So let's go check it out. Bob Taylor's Ranch House has been serving up excellent steaks from this spot on Rio Vista Street since way back in 1955. In fact, it is widely accepted as the oldest operating restaurant in Las Vegas. Back in the day, Bob hosted barbecues for his friends and neighbors, and they were so popular that he turned his ranch into a supper club. It lasted over 65 years, and even though it's barely 20 minutes from the Strip by highway, it's still a great getaway. The ranch house has hardly changed since the days when Bob himself was grilling the steaks over a mesquite fire.
Let's go inside. Check it out. Come on, I'll open the door for you, Paula.
In the bar are collections of spurs worn by Hollywood cowboys along with whiskey decanters. Ranching implements. And of course, NFL games on the TV. The bar itself is long and welcoming. This place is decorated with Western memorabilia, saddles, movie posters, and this terrific fireplace. Actually feels like you're right in Bob's house, which, believe it or not, you actually are. Above the mantel are 2 autographed pictures of actor Glenn Ford, but on the mantel is the unassuming statue that honors the memory of Colonel Moody Sutter. He was the designer of the Air Force's premier combat training exercise called Red Flag. So many famous people have passed through the doors of Bob's Steakhouse over the years, it's worth the trip just to be a part of history. The exhibition mesquite grill is the star of the show, though. The steaks are grilled right here in front of the guests, and they smell divine. The prime rib has a light smokiness to it, and they do a great job with side dishes, particularly the twice-baked potato. Prices are reasonable as well. You get salad, garlic bread, and your side, along with a meat entree, all for one menu price.
Check this out, everybody. They are famous for their smoked prime rib. This is the small 12-ounce portion with their famous twice-baked potatoes. And Dale got himself an amazing, beautiful 8-ounce filet with some rice pilaf, and you got an onion ring. I'm jealous. Oh, what a meal.
Here's a fun fact. Elvis and Anne Margaret filmed a skeet shooting scene here for the movie Viva Las Vegas. Bob Taylor used to hold skeet shooting competitions at his ranch that would draw contestants from all over the world. He was quite a guy, and what an entrepreneur. Oscar's Steakhouse is a partnership between the Plaza and the legendary Oscar Goodman, mayor of Las Vegas for 12 years. Also, famous criminal defense attorney, Bombay Sapphire gin enthusiast, and larger-than-life personality. Oscar's features certified Angus and prime beef aged perfectly and cooked on a 600-degree grill. The menu is inspired by family recipes, and the sides are made from scratch.
So check this out. This is a gorgeous little shrimp cocktail over ice, of course. And apparently this is Oscar's favorite salad. It's a chopped salad, and we have it on good authority. These onion straws are fabulous. We're going to try them right now.
The food has arrived, Paula.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ordered something called a rib cap. I've never had that before, but our waitress, Gaga, explained to me that it actually is delicious, tender, like a filet, the best piece of beef I've ever had. So let's put it to the test and see. Dale got a filet mignon, and we got creamed spinach and mashed potatoes for our sides.
Okay, we are going to chow down. You guys can eat along with us.
Rib cap, medium.
Filet mignon, medium rare. Oh, wow. Oh,
Fantastic
that is
flavor.
delicious. Yeah.
Fantastic flavor. Doesn't need salt, doesn't need pepper. They offered us a whole bunch of sauces, by the way. They have 4 or 5 different sauces you can get. We just like it plain. I don't know. We just like the steak flavor to pop.
Little mashed potato.
Wow, that is so
Excuse my hand
good.
in the camera.
Hey, we got to do what we got to do over here. You know what
And a
I'm
little
saying?
bit of cream spinach.
Oh. Those are amazing. I don't know if they're Yukon Gold, but they are so rich and buttery. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. You will love those.
Yeah. They're great.
Oh my gosh, they're great. All right, spinach
Little
next.
spinach.
I'm a big spinach fan, I admit it.
Oh, okay.
Those are great.
What is that?
I don't know what the cream is. The little Parmesan on. Oh, it has a bite
That's what
to
I'm
it.
talking to you. It's got a bite.
It's got a little bite to it. Spinach.
We're just going to keep eating.
I love everything on my plate. It's amazing.
When the Monte Carlo was rebranded as Park MGM a few years ago, this Chicago steakhouse took up residence, Bavette's. We have never set foot behind these doors till today, so thank you to those of you who have sent us here to check it out. Inside Bavette's is what's described as a Gilded Age steakhouse. Gorgeous Tiffany lighting, red velvet seating, piped-in jazz, and walls packed with vintage framed art, but a dress code and an attitude that are totally casual. This huge wraparound bar offers the classics: martinis, old fashions, bourbons, whiskeys, and more than 20 Scotch single malts. Bavette Steakhouse and Bar is open daily for dinner from 5 to 10 p.m. The menu showcases the finest ribeyes and fillets, as well as oysters, seafood towers, and in-house made desserts. Reviews about the quality of the food are glowing, and I'll tell you what, we are definitely ready for a serious meal right here. Well, first of all, we're at Bavette's, and this used to be called the Brand Steakhouse, and we used to come in here all the time. In fact, we knew the bartenders, and we knew a couple bartenders and a couple people that worked here. Funny thing, when we walked in the door, they still work here. They've worked here for this company for 18 years, and they're still here. We were just absolutely floored by that. But I'll tell you what, it's a total different place. Doesn't look at all like Brand. It's absolutely gorgeous. And they bought us a glass of champagne for our wedding anniversary, and somebody that's here dining recognized it from the channel, and he bought us each a drink. So far, it's going pretty good.
Party time.
Okay, so we both went for a main that the Steakhouse is famous for. Paula got the steak frites, which is a 10-ounce ribeye. And I got the 10-ounce filet. We opted for the most popular side dish, the Brussels sprouts, along with garlic mashed potatoes. And of course, after dinner, we had to grab a seat at that fabulous bar and enjoy a single malt. The Dragon just happens to be located directly in front of our dinner destination for this evening, the Palm Restaurant. The Palm opened in the Forum Shops in 1994, but its history actually goes all the way back to 2nd Avenue, New York City, 1926. We'll have more on that in just a minute. Their version of outdoor seating is one of the best places in town to people watch. Step into the restaurant and you are captivated by the caricatures on the walls, and I mean all over the walls. Back in its early days, the original Palm was frequented by artists and writers who would sometimes offer to draw something in exchange for their dinner. Those ended up on the walls, and a tradition was born. At the Las Vegas location, members of the restaurant's loyalty club can earn a spot on the wall, and of course, the famous performers at Caesars get a spot as well. The drawings are even down the hall to the restrooms. Now, we were told that Donny Osmond's booth is in high demand whenever he's in town, especially with his passionate UK fans. They actually line up early and fight to eat there. In the main dining room is this spectacular mural of the Las Vegas Strip, and we just cannot say enough about it. You have to see it in person. It's an incredible work, and we just love how the palm is painted in. The philosophy of the Palm's original founders, Pio and John, was to treat guests like family, serve great food, and always exceed expectations. Well, let me tell you, they have. This place has received the Wine Spectator Award for Excellence 21 years in a row. Yes, let me repeat that, every year from 2001 to 2021. Not only are there intimate booths, white cloth-covered tables, a generous bar, but also private rooms in the back for parties or for Jerry Seinfeld and his pals.
But I don't want to be a pirate.
Hello friends, as promised, we are back at the Forum Shops for dinner. We're at the incredible Palm Restaurant. We have lived here for 1 billion years and never had dinner at the Palm. Better late than never. Cheers, everybody.
Like Paula said, we're at the Palms here at Caesar's Palace. We split a salad. This is my salad. This place is amazing. The history in here is amazing. I'm telling you, I've lived here since 1978. I never knew this place existed. I'm not sure exactly when it was built for Caesars, but it's just amazing. The people that work here are amazing. And I'll tell you what, they told us before we leave that we have to talk to them because they have all kinds of stories to tell us. So we're going to tell you guys. So cheers.
All right, so this veal dish is highly recommended when you look up the palm on the web. So I had to order it. Much as I love steak, I wanted to give a try to something that's a signature dish. Wonderful flavor, super tender veal, really tender. Big thumbs up. Oh, yum.
Check this out. Is this beautiful or what? Wow. Like butter. Just like butter.
So this is my dessert. We decided we're too full for an actual dessert, so I'm having a Glenlivet on the rocks. I don't want to leave. I love this place.
And I, of course, get the Bud Lights. Nothing but the best for Old Dale, you know what I mean?
All right, folks, do not make us choose between all those fabulous steakhouses. And those are what are known in Las Vegas as a steakhouse. When you go there, you expect that you're going to have a steak, even though a few times I didn't. But we also want to throw out a couple of honorable mentions.
Yeah, and the first one we want to do for you is just a one that you probably have in your own neighborhood.
It's a national chain, but it is our absolute favorite national chain for a steak.
And I'll tell you what, here in Las Vegas, you can't get in.
It's called the Texas Roadhouse.
That's right.
For the longest time, we only had one in town.
Now we got two, and we can't get in either one of them because it's so busy right now.
And the new one is right 10 minutes from where we live, and we still can't get in.
All right, this is a very, very short clip, and we're going to play it for you right now.
Last fall, we went to our favorite local steakhouse, the Texas Roadhouse in North Las Vegas, and we filmed it.
I have a margarita. They are delicious.
Yeah, it looks great.
With the way things are now, we may never see this kind of fun or this big a crowd in a restaurant. So, let's go take a look.
I got the 6-ounce petite filet and a baked potato with a side of mushrooms and onions.
And this is the 8-ounce with vegetables. Well, let me just say that the Texas Roadhouse is one of my favorite places to go to. First of all, we always sit at the bar. Second of all, they dance and sing. I mean, it's just a great place to go. And the food is terrific.
We missed it so much during lockdown. I can't even tell you how much we missed the Texas Roadhouse. And those honey bun things they serve are so to good. Die for.
All right, we got two more for you right now. Tell me about these.
So these are not steakhouses per se, but you're going to get a delicious steak at both of them. They're both on the Las Vegas Strip. First up, we're going to go way down south by the Outlet Mall to the Bootlegger Bistro. And then we're going way up north to the Encore, and we're popping in on Sinatra.
Let's do it.
The Bootlegger Bistro. This eye-catching restaurant and party center has been in this spot on the south end of Las Vegas Boulevard since 2001, but the history goes back way further than that. Al and Maria Perry relocated from Niagara Falls, New York to Las Vegas in 1943 for health reasons. They opened their first Italian restaurant in 1949, then a pizzeria on Fremont in the 50s, and the rest is history. The name comes from Maria's grandfather, Luigi Zoya, who made and sold homemade wine during Prohibition. He was the original bootlegger in the family. The Bootlegger is a classic American success story, a family business that is now on its 4th generation. When the original Bootlegger opened on Tropicana and Eastern in 1973, it became the after-hours place to be. It was built by their daughter Lorraine Hunt, a musician who later became Nevada's lieutenant governor. The entertainers and musicians who performed on the Strip went there for the terrific food and to jam until all hours. You can see by the pictures adorning all the walls that this love affair is real. These are the Las Vegas legends in entertainment.
First time ever in my life, I'm having a peach Bellini at the Bootlegger. Let me try it. Wow, that is wonderful. I couldn't drink a lot of that, but it's really good.
And I'm having a Bud Light in a pint glass. I think the hops and everything are just perfect on this one. Let me give it a shot. One of the best I've ever had, right here.
The menu here is huge, and the pasta is legendary. We started our meal by sharing a caprese salad and those addictive little bread bites.
We'll call this Italian salsa. Great.
I ordered the 8-ounce filet. And Paula got scallopini Lorraine. Our server for the evening was Eric, and he shared so much history throughout our visit. Back in 2008, Steve Wynn was building the Encore and determined to finish it despite the economy. He formed a partnership with the Sinatra family, the only one there is for this kind of unprecedented use of the name, and this room was completely redesigned to be a place Frank would want to eat in. Orange was his favorite color, and the garden outside the windows is in a Tuscan style just as he would have wanted. His favorite food items are on the menu: meatballs, spaghetti and clams, and osso buco. The memorabilia at the entrance belongs to the Sinatra family and are rotated periodically so that guests and visitors get a fresh new experience. Frank Sinatra's Oscar and Grammy were here on property for many years. This is really a special place, and I highly recommend it if you've never been here.
What do you got there, Paul?
I think it's mozzarella.
Yeah.
This is compressed cantaloupe and a little bit of an herb, courtesy of the chef. Amazing.
Is it?
Fresh and incredible. Cantaloupe just pops. So Dale got the filet mignon with some herb butter. I just burned my finger on that plate. It's so hot. These are Yukon Gold mashed potatoes for a side. And I got osso buco, which is one of Frank Sinatra's favorites, with saffron risotto on the side. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is Dale never let me down. He ordered a fabulous steak at every one of those 8 steakhouses, and he is making me hungry.
Absolutely. Is that not one of the most beautiful restaurants you ever saw?
Sinatra, it is so gorgeous inside. It makes me want to go back again. Why haven't we?
I don't know. And the day that we filmed it, there was nobody in there. So
Yeah,
we
it
pretty
was
much had free reign.
Right after the reopening, and we almost had the room to ourselves.
So
Anyway.
there you go. There's our favorite steakhouses in Las Vegas, and we probably have a couple more, but those are the ones that we found for this video, right?
And we would be interested to have you put in the comments, what are your favorites? Do you like some of the ones that we recommended, or do you have others? And let me just mention one more that is very historic for you and me, and we didn't get over there,
No.
which is the Steakhouse at Circus Circus. Another absolutely primo steak restaurant.
We
in
were
town.
we were actually going to go over there and film. That would be the newest video for this thing, but we couldn't get a reservation.
Yeah, we were too late thinking about it for this week, but in the future.
Folks, if you're coming to Las Vegas and you're going to be here on a weekend, I highly recommend that you do some reservations in advance because these places are sold out.
Las Vegas is very, very busy these days, so book ahead, especially these ones that we've been talking about.
All right, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. I know you might have something else to say. Paula, do you? I don't know.
I have one.
What's that?
Staycation on the Strip next week. You are not going to miss it. Be back here next Sunday.
Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye,
Bye, everyone.
everybody.